they are performing or they are not performing is a function of leadership. And the role of the leader of the party, if that is what we want it to be, must be clearly spelled out in such a way that it will be unambiguous, and the leader would take his rightful role in ensuring the performance of the party alongside that of government. If we would want to divorce party from government in a way that is done in other countries, then perhaps we need to really look at that within the context of our constitution.
Would you want for a situation where these reforms will be done so that there is a link between the party and government? I have heard many people raise issues about how, you know, the party has no say when they win power. When the party is in power, there's a link between the government and the party. Is that what you're talking about?
I wouldn't want to go into the details of that, but let me simply put it this way. That the issue of divorcing party from government and keeping a link between party and government is an ideological issue. And I wouldn't go into that at the moment. But what is critical is that every government emerges from a party. It is a party that gives birth to the government. And it is important that the party plays a role in supporting, guiding, and facilitating the work of government. Whether that requires a de-link or a link is another matter. But in whichever case, there is the need for any party giving birth to a government, campaigning to win power, to have a stake in how government is run and what the objects are and how they are achieved, and to monitor and ensure that government achieves the purpose that the party has designed. Of course, the party would always design a manifesto before election, and it is on the strength of the party's manifesto that governments emerge. And so in whichever way you look at it, there must be some link. And what I'm saying has to do specifically with our constitution, which provides a role for a leader. And I'm saying that the role of the leader must be clearly defined, because the party has a chairman and the party has a leader. What is the relationship between the leader and chairman, and how does that translate into their operational relationship in such a way that leadership assumes leadership in a way that you cannot divorce the performance of the party from that of the leader. That is what I'm talking about. And the third thing that I would also want to talk about is that there is also the need to redefine the role of the founder of our party. You know, other parties may not be lucky like the NDC to have a founder who is alive, you know, and to the extent that our founder remains our founder, it is important that his role within the Constitution, since he's been mentioned in the Constitution, the role of the founder must also be clearly defined. The boundaries must be defined in such a way that people would operate within clearly defined boundaries. But not only that, but the founder's role will be relevant all year through, rather than just having the name founder without any specific detail of what his role within the party should be. I guess that these are deficiencies that we need to correct within the body of our constitution. I also believe that the party constitution would have to redefine government-party relationship, quite apart from the role of the leader. The party would also have to redefine government-party relationship after election, when we are in power, in such a way that there could be some mandatory interface between government and party, in a way that everybody within the party would feel part of the decisions in government, and who will be ready and willing to defend actions of government. I guess that these are very critical. And of course, I mean, it is only when you have operated a law, it's only when you have operated a constitution that you would identify the pitfalls. Those who crafted the constitution did a marvelous job. But of course, with time, such documents are dynamic, they are not static. There's a need to review some of these in such a way as would conform and align with the realities that we are experiencing as we move along this journey.
Let's stay on party issues for a while. Is there morale, high morale or morale in the camp of the NDC?
The morale is very, very high. Of course, around this time, there's division. I mean, people have choices. I mean, and our rationalities are different. Our realities are different. I mean, no two people could have the same realities, because our rationalities and our realities are informed by our ambitions, our expectations, our perceptions of mutuality of interest, and our background, and everything informs our rationality. And so we have as many rationalities as we have members in our party. And what we have is a mass party, it's a huge political party. It would be extremely impossible to have a corporate mind, to have a single path for a party like ours. Even when it comes to our ideology of social democracy, there are various pathways and different perceptions on how and what we should do as we move forward. So at this material time, when the party is gearing up for another election of victory, and where leadership is not certain, where it is not settled, where it is yet to be arrived at, where the party is yet to pick a leader. Of course, no matter what you do, there are attempts to think that, oh, let us concentrate on branch reorganization, let us hold on to A, B, and C. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately, because everybody who is working at the